In a world full of famous countries, there's one place that continues to surprise everyone again and again: Singapore. Small in size, but massive in innovation, discipline, and global respect. Today we're exploring 20 little-known facts about Singapore that will truly blow your mind and show you why this nation is unlike any other on Earth. Welcome back to the channel. If you love learning about countries, cultures, and the world's most inspiring success stories, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another powerful video like this. Singapore has no natural resources. Singapore is unique because it developed into a global powerhouse despite having no natural resources such as oil, minerals, or large land for agriculture. When the country gained independence in 1965, many experts predicted it would fail. However, Singapore focused on education, trade, finance, and strategic port development to build a strong economy. Its leadership emphasized discipline, long-term planning, and investment in human skill. Today, Singapore is one of the richest and most stable economies in the world. This success shows how far a nation can go with innovation and smart execution instead of relying on natural wealth. One of the safest countries in the world, Singapore consistently ranks as one of the safest countries globally due to strict laws, efficient policing, and a strong culture of civic responsibility. Crime rates are extremely low, and violent crime is rare. People frequently leave personal belongings on tables in public places to reserve seats, something unimaginable in many countries. Surveillance systems and community policing ensure order and accountability. However, the safety also comes from a culture where citizens respect rules and value harmony. This level of security makes Singapore feel comfortable for tourists, locals, and families, contributing to its reputation as a peaceful and disciplined society. Singapore holds the world's most powerful passport. As of 2025, Singapore's passport ranks as the most powerful, providing visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 190 countries. This reflects Singapore's strong diplomatic relationships and global trust. The passport allows Singaporeans to travel, study, and do business easily, nearly anywhere in the world. It also symbolizes the nation's international respect and stability. Citizens enjoy freedom of movement without the travel limitations many others face. This makes international tourism and global career opportunities very accessible. The powerful passport is considered one of the many advantages of being Singaporean, showing how good governance and diplomacy benefit everyday life. A small country with a big impact. Singapore is roughly the size of New York City, yet it influences world finance, shipping, aviation, technology, and global trade. Despite limited land and population, Singapore became a financial hub because of efficient policies, transparent laws, and corruption-free governance. It has one of the world's busiest ports and airports, acting as a major gateway between Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Its economic success disproves the belief that a country must be physically large to hold power. Singapore shows how innovation, organization, and strategic planning can create global influence from a small amount of land. Singapore creates artificial rain. Singapore sometimes uses cloud seeding to encourage rainfall during heavy haze seasons caused by regional forest fires. Cloud seeding involves dispersing substances into clouds to increase rainfall during heavy haze seasons caused by regional forest fires. While not always guaranteed, this technique can help reduce air pollution temporarily. Singapore uses it carefully due to environmental considerations. This demonstrates how the government uses science-based solutions to maintain environmental health and public safety. It also reflects how seriously Singapore treats air quality. Many countries discuss such technology, but Singapore actually implements it in real situations when its citizens' well-being may be affected by external factors beyond its control. Over 50% of Singapore is green space. Singapore is known as a city in a garden because greenery is deeply integrated into its urban planning. Parks, vertical gardens, tree-lined streets, rooftop gardens, and protected nature reserves are found everywhere. Even skyscrapers are required to include greenery in their architecture. The government promotes sustainability, clean air and mental well-being through these programs. This makes Singapore feel calm, clean and refreshing despite being a dense city. Nature is not just decoration, it is part of the national identity. Singapore proves that modernization and nature can coexist beautifully when planning is done thoughtfully and long-term. Wild otters live freely in the city. Singapore is home to adorable families of wild otters that roam around rivers and parks, especially near Marina Bay. These otters became social media celebrities because they interact closely with urban spaces while coexisting peacefully with people. This phenomenon shows how clean and well-managed Singapore's waterways and landscapes are. Instead of being considered pests, otters are respected and protected. They represent the balance Singapore has achieved between nature and urban development. Seeing wildlife in a modern city surprises many visitors and makes Singapore feel vibrant and alive. It also encourages environmental awareness among residents. Chewing gum isn't fully banned. Many people believe chewing gum is completely banned in Singapore, but that's not fully true. Chewing gum for medical or dental purposes is legal, just not for casual sale. The restrictions were introduced because gum litter damaged public facilities, especially train doors. Singapore focuses on cleanliness and civic responsibility, so preventing small behaviors that cause big maintenance costs was considered necessary. You can still bring some gum for personal use, but mass selling and careless disposal are restricted. This policy is often misunderstood, but it reflects Singapore's approach to solving practical problems with structured rules. Singapore has the world's first night safari. The Singapore Night Safari, opened in 1994, was the first zoo designed specifically for nocturnal animals. Instead of traditional daytime animal exhibits, it allows visitors to observe animals during their natural active nighttime period. The zoo uses gentle lighting to mimic the moonlight environment, ensuring animals are comfortable and behaving naturally. It's both an educational and entertainment experience that promotes wildlife conservation awareness. The night safari inspired many similar attractions worldwide. This reflects Singapore's creativity in tourism, combining learning, nature appreciation and innovation into a world-class attraction that millions visit every year. No homeless tent streets. Singapore does not have large homeless tent communities commonly seen in some major global cities. Homelessness does exist, but it is addressed through structured housing programs, temporary shelters, and assistance programs. The government works to rehouse individuals and encourage reintegration into society. Community organizations also provide support, training, and healthcare access. While challenges still exist, Singapore's approach focuses on maintaining dignity and preventing long-term street homelessness. The absence of visible homelessness is not due to denial, but due to proactive systems that aim to help individuals rebuild stability and avoid slipping into deeper poverty. Public transport is tracked by satellite. Singapore uses advanced GPS, data analytics, and real-time traffic monitoring to optimize public transportation. Buses and taxis are tracked continuously to reduce waiting time, control traffic flow, and improve route efficiency. Commuters can check exact arrival times on apps, something that makes daily travel easy and predictable. This reduces unnecessary congestion and supports a smooth travel experience. Singapore proves that technology can improve quality of life, not just business. The focus on efficiency makes the city feel well-organized, fast-moving, and convenient, reflecting Singapore's identity as a modern smart city. Singlish, a unique local English. Singlish is Singapore's informal way of speaking, and it blends English with Malay, Tamil, Hokkien, Cantonese, and other local languages. It sounds casual, friendly, and expressive. Phrases like "can la," "don't like that lay," and "walao" carry tone and emotion that standard English cannot fully express. Although English is the official working language, Singlish is part of daily conversation and identity. It reflects Singapore's multicultural society, where different groups came together and formed a shared way of speaking. Some people see Singlish as informal, but most Singaporeans feel proud of it because it represents unity, humor, and local culture. Hainanese chicken rice became a national symbol. Hainanese chicken rice came from Chinese immigrants but has evolved into Singapore's signature food. It's simple, tender chicken, aromatic rice, chili and ginger sauce, yet deeply flavorful. You can find it everywhere, from hawker stalls to luxury restaurants. What makes it special is consistency and cultural identity. Food in Singapore is more than just eating, it is a shared language between communities. Singaporeans bond, celebrate, comfort, and welcome visitors through food. Chicken rice shows how Singapore blends heritage and modern taste to create something recognizable worldwide. It's not just a dish, it's part of the national pride. Singapore recycles wastewater into safe drinking water. Nuta is Singapore's recycled and purified drinking water, created through advanced filtration and ultraviolet disinfection. Many countries fear wastewater recycling, but Singapore embraced it to secure long-term water independence. The water is extremely clean, often cleaner than regular tap water, and is used for drinking, industry and research. Nuta proved that scientific innovation can solve natural limitations. It also helped Singapore reduce reliance on imported water. What started as a necessity became a globally respected environmental achievement. Today, many nations study Singapore's water system as a model for future sustainable water management. Changi Airport is a tourist destination, not just an airport. Changi Airport is consistently ranked the world's best airport, not just because of efficiency, but because it feels like an attraction. The Jewel at Changi features the world's tallest indoor waterfall, lush indoor forests, art installations, restaurants and walking bridges. Unlike most airports where waiting feels stressful, Changi is relaxing and beautiful. Locals even visit it for dining, shopping and leisure. The airport showcases Singapore's philosophy. Functionality can be beautiful, and public spaces should enrich your experience. Changi reflects the country's dedication to detail, hospitality, and excellence, welcoming visitors with a sense of wonder from the moment they arrive. Singapore literally built underground spaces. Because land is limited, Singapore developed underground spaces, such as malls, walkways, cooling systems, data centers, and transportation tunnels. This underground network helps reduce congestion and allows more surface land for homes, parks, and nature. The city is planned in layers above ground, street level, and below ground, each serving different purposes. This shows how Singapore solves challenges with innovative engineering rather than expanding borders. Instead of complaining about limitations, Singapore turns them into opportunities for clever design. It reflects a mindset where creativity and practicality work together to build a highly efficient city. Mandatory national service builds discipline. All Singaporean men are required to serve in the military, police or civil defense for about 2 years. This system, known as National Service (NS), was introduced to ensure the nation's defense after independence. Beyond military strength, NS teaches responsibility, discipline, fitness, teamwork, and resilience. It also brings people of different races, backgrounds, and income levels together, creating unity and national identity. Many citizens later say NS helped shape their character. While challenging, it is deeply respected and seen as an important contribution to the country. Singapore's safety and preparedness are strongly influenced by this system. Singapore has one of the longest life expectancies. Singaporeans live an average of 84+ years, one of the highest in the world. This is due to strong healthcare systems, advanced medical technology, clean living environments, and active lifestyles. Healthy eating habits and community exercise programs are encouraged. Government health screenings and preventive care help detect problems early. Mental well-being and elder care are also prioritized. Aging in Singapore does not only mean living longer, but living healthier for more years. The focus is on quality of life, not just lifespan. This reflects Singapore's investment in its people's physical and emotional well-being. Singapore expanded its land by reclamation. About 25% of Singapore's land is man-made through reclamation. Since the country is small, it expanded by filling coastal areas with sand and engineered materials to create new land for airports, housing, ports and parks. This process required careful planning and environmental consideration. Singapore proved that limited territory does not have to limit development. It also showed how engineering and vision can reshape geography. Land reclamation allowed Singapore to grow continuously without needing to conquer or annex. It's a peaceful and smart solution rooted in planning, research and innovation. Every tree is counted and monitored. In Singapore, trees are not just part of the scenery, they are part of the city's environmental planning. Each tree is catalogued and tracked to ensure proper health, placement and maintenance. Urban greenery helps reduce heat, improve air quality and preserve biodiversity. This careful management is why Singapore's cities feel refreshing and cool compared to many concrete-heavy capitals. The thoughtful approach to greenery shows how Singapore values long-term sustainability. It's not accidental that the city feels peaceful. It's planned and cared for like a living ecosystem.